Welcome back to the stream, guys. So this is Wardes here. You weren't able to hear me, unfortunately, for the past half an hour or more. AJ hasn't been speaking by himself. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of good content in my rookie era, which is totally my fault, not having set the right microphone up in the input for the XSplit settings, which is the broadcaster we use. So yes, so new stream, hopefully more.
This is for ironing out the kinks.
Yes.
And getting everything as smooth as possible for Spa.
Yes.
And that's more on our side than the team side, it has to be said.
So, yes, now you can bask in my beautiful, luscious voice. As the stream becomes a little bit less lonely. Yes, but we're right back into it. Lots to see. Positions are changing, drama is happening, action is unfolding. GTP Kane from Mave4 Racing is still in second place, chasing the super quick Andro and for Old Rosie Racing and his Lexus IS350 GT300. Sandwiched in between them. Who is it?
And we seem to have some tactics
Restolho
having
team
been revealed here. When Made4 Racing made their pit stop for tyres, which were starting to get a little bit tired, they didn't
as a
take
stream.
fuel. So they're going to be going for shorter stints, keep the fuel down, keep the tyres fresh, and pump in the laps. That seems to be the strategy from Made4 Racing. Whether that's going to be quicker over 12 hours, we will have to see.
Well, I actually did hear myself on the stream when I tested it.
Yeah, I thought I heard you on the stream in the background. Closest battle we've got on track is just Kane lapping Lord Z. Okay, I'm getting confirmation from at least one source that you're on the stream now, Ed.
Cool.
So,
glad to be here.
Whether you've been away for the whole... Do you think you've been away for the whole thing?
Most probably, yeah, because I haven't changed that microphone setting since... since until now, so... Yeah, welcome. I'm Wardes, GTPlanet moderator and co-commentator for the London 12 hours.
And I'm AJ, your race director.
I think, and the other thing is, I might be a lot louder than you. So if anyone could let us know whether I'm completely, you know, pummeling over
we'll have to
AJ.
look at levels. So we've had our first scheduled pit stop now, which was from GTP Kane, who is still in second place after that pit stop. Doesn't seem to have lost too much time because he just took tyres, no fuel. So the strategy from the Made4 Racing team is fastest lap possible. So half fuel. Which means shorter stints and therefore more pit stops and more time in the pits could mean slow overall race. We'll have to see.
It's like they're gonna have to be sprinting.
He has gone quicker straight out the box, and his fastest lap is now just a tenth, just over a tenth. In fact, he's just gone quicker in that last lap. He is now quickest. So that strategy may start paying off.
Best laps have dropped down into the 25s, creeping down. As guys get more comfortable into the rhythm.
Now I can't hear you at all, Ed.
Is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay, awesome. Oops.
So we should now both be coming over the broadcast.
Yes.
The next question is our sound levels and whether we...
Yeah, they told us in the stream that I was louder, so I turned myself down. And just so you guys know, Jordan from GTPlanet is going to be coming in to help commentate with us later, once kind of toward the end of the race. So right now it's just me, Wardez. Like I said before, I'm moderator on GTPlanet forums, and we got a pretty good race going on between Lionface and...
We've also had a huge spin from the Restolo team in Sector 4.
Yes, they're struggling. Okay, I gotta increase my volume a little bit. Thank you. Seems to be the sweet spot there, hopefully. So is the Stoho team overweight?
No, they are the correct regulation weight, although it has been agreed that they can come into the pits and take some ballast off, because they are already struggling, so it has been agreed that they can reduce their weight just to help them out a little bit. That should just help them with a bit more control in the corners. So that should help them out a little bit. So still leading this race from pole position is Andro R35 in the Old Roadsy Racing Lexus GT300. He's put in a great performance so far and just retaken the fastest lap of the race by just under a tenth. GTP Kane, who's come up from third on the grid in the GT Cup class, has pitted, yet is still chasing him down, and interestingly very similar fuel levels on those two cars now. So based on that estimate, we could be looking at the McGann, which has just slid off the track in Sector 1 on Paddock Hill Bend, which is going to lose a bit of momentum for those guys. We think they're going to be pitting twice as many times as Old Rosie Racing. So whether they can make up that time is the story of the race at the moment.
As you can see, I added a nice big pit graphic next to the Lotus Club GT team, since they're not currently in the race yet.
I'm not daring to load up the stream to have a look, Ed, because
Yeah.
it could crash the lobby if I put too much
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it.
work. So I'm going to leave that for the second.
Okay, I muted us on this. Yeah. So Lionface is pitted. Did a nice quick clean stop and he's back out in lap 30. Coming near an hour into the race. There's 11 more to go. There's our leader. Alright, what's the gap between Old Rosie and Made for Racing? Looks like just about one sector, so he's about a third of the way behind Andrew. GTP Kane driving, representing Made for Racing, team Made for Racing, and that beautiful Magan. Hopefully my volume isn't too low. I've upped it a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear you fine now.
Yeah, what you're getting is different from what the stream's getting, so that's why it was good to them, but not so much to you. That was the easy fix. The levels for the actual playback is a little trickier. And like I said, for people that are listening and didn't catch it in the live stream chat, if the stream freezes suddenly for any reason, you'll notice that the little live recording button on the player controls has gone gray. So all you need to do to bring it back to life is click on it or touch it, and you'll be brought back. It's like kind of like refreshing without having to refresh the whole page. Pro tip, yeah. So go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, we've had our second
pit stop.
Sorry, we've had our second pit stop. This time from Bitter Rivals Racing.
Yep. Lionface.
All right, let me just put M4R in there. So. Yeah, Lionface started at 0800 and he came in at 0843, which was a 43-minute stint. He completed 29 laps. His best lap was a 125.953.
Really quick, so is that the fastest lap?
No, that was just their fastest lap. Fastest lap is Andro on a 125.168 now. 0.3 back in terms of best lap time is GTP Kane. And it looks like Team DIV, as we have Lord Z in the pits for a fuel stop. Now, I believe they're going to come in and change their ballast to the agreed reduced weight. Yes, they are indeed doing that now. Let's make sure they send me that photo. So Vibor still in 4th place, but driving very quickly now. Over a second, no, half a second, about half a second quicker than the Bitter Rivals Racing Subaru. So they are hunting that car down now.
Big time.
With the gap still about a sector. Yeah, it's nearer 15 seconds now, the gap for the lead between the old Rosie Racing Lexus in GT300 and the GT Cup McGann Trophy of Made for Racing.
Andrew is being so consistent, it's awesome to watch. And that great little Lexus.
If you spot somebody during a pit stop before I do, please let me know, because I want to keep track of those.
Definitely.
So we are using some new software here for timing and scoring, which I'm already finding some bugs in. So I'm trying to fix those, but that's to be expected. This hasn't been tested before, and has been built for these races solely. So at least at the moment, the bugs are showing themselves quite clearly and are proving fairly easy to squash.
Oh, we got some close racing between our Stolho team and Lion Face and Bitter Rivals Racing coming up on him going into Hawthorns. Oh no, Clearways. Getting on his outside, it's really sketchy. Going through Clark Curve, choosing to stay behind going into the first turn. Definitely has the pace on him. He's a little shaky unless that's the lag talking. Coming up to Druids. Ooh, able to get alongside him on the outside, going into Graham Hill. Oh, contact! both slowed down a lot. Lords is all over the place going into the grass. That'll be a yellow flag.
In sector...
Sector 1 and it's Sector 1. Oh no, it's Sector 2 rather.
Yeah, I got it. And that is a lot of damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's check that out. Looks like he has engine damage, so he's going to be crawling to the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely caution. Needed to avoid any further accidents or scrapes. Essentially being towed back to the pits.
He's keeping up a fair pace.
Well, this downhill will help him out, that's for sure. As he gets passed by, coming up cautiously. Oh, that's Andrew, yeah.
Yeah. He's making his way around sensibly.
He's just finished.
Not out as we have line face in the pits. Was he the other car involved in that contact?
Yes. Yeah, Bitter Rivals Racing, rather. BRR, not BRZ. And he's made it to pit in, and it's good. So yellow flag over.
Yeah, back to green now.
Back to green. All right, all freshened up. Fresh as is easy. Back out into the track to see what they can do. Hopefully recover some more. They've had a really tough race for whatever reason. Seemingly by no fault of their own, which is unfortunate. Man, that Lotus can really fly.
Yeah,
it goes
it's
so,
a light car.
So quick through Sheen Curve.
Easy on its tyres, good fuel consumption. But that team, not much preparation, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. But at least they're having fun, that's for sure. Just driving that thing.
We're getting dangerously close now to the top of the hour.
Yes, dangerously.
I don't think I'm going to be ready to publish timing and scoring.
Oh, no. That's alright.
So we might have to leave it another hour. I mean, we haven't had any driver changes yet, so it's fairly easy to work out who's where. We have Andrew and Kane on lap 39. Andrew leading Kane. Thewar is down in third on lap 38. Line face in fourth also on lap 38. And Lord Z, we're not quite sure, but he's a few laps behind. And they're off the track again. Having made some changes to the performance of their car, should start to come back into this race a little bit.
Hopefully.
So we are going to hold off on the first hour of publishing live timing and scoring, just to make sure we squash these bugs first.
I'm really getting used to all of these camera controls.
Yeah, they're quite useful once you
very nice.
work them all out. So I'm just going to run through the fastest times in qualifying from each car as we have rest off again.
Traction control can't be the only reason, can it?
Well, it might help them out.
Yeah.
It is permitted, so as they're struggling, I would recommend that they turn that system on. So we were just running down the fastest laps in qualifying to compare with where people are on the pace. Fastest lap. Now the grid was decided by the average time of the quickest two drivers, but the fastest time was set by Andrew, which was a 1:24.726. There. As we are through the... No, not yet. We've still got another minute. It is deceptive that the time of day is always a minute ahead of the actual time. So second fastest time in qualifying was Zero Duck. Bitter Rivals Racing was the Flash 05 with a 25.434 was their quickest time. Restolo, their quickest time was a 1:27.366. Trying to think what other problems Rest could be having, because they do seem to be struggling a fair amount.
Can't imagine. It's just, I mean, not even like missing an oil change would be that bad.
It seems.
Oh, they must have the wrong tires on.
No, they've got race softs.
Yeah.
It does seem to be traction related, doesn't it?
But they're getting destroyed on the straights.
It's not turbo because that car isn't allowed turbo.
Oh, we got a pit stop. Andros came in for a scheduled stop. Old Rosie Racing.
Okay, I've taken a note of that. And he's kept the lead.
Yep. Just to go show crazy fast they are. How crazy or how fast is he? Crazy. That's how fast he is.
It's not an issue with the balance of performance because Andrew is in the same car and he is leading, so there is definitely something up. But we've got to find out what that is. Made for Racing's fastest lap in qualifying was a 1:26.516. And Team DIV and Lotus Club GT did not set times. So that...
Ooh, we got a guy. Got a spinner.
Yeah, it's rest again.
Oh, really all over the place. Going really slowly. Ooh, does he need to get a meatball flag?
In qualifying, they were 2 seconds off, which is not what they're showing now.
Spinning right in front of the war. That was close. Ooh, kind of a danger to the other racers.
Why is he weaving?
No idea.
Because his steering will be out, that's why. So he should really use limp home mode.
Oh, trying to get into the pits. Yeah, he's got all kinds of damage. So he gets lapped. He's on lap 9.
But of course he's
went
reset his count.
Yeah.
So
We're actually on lap 46 with the leader is on lap 46. Second place, 1 lap behind. Being Lion Face, or the third is on the same lap as him, and so forth. They were. Looks like Kane just beat Andrew's fastest lap, which is interesting.
by a lot?
No. Just by like 4/10.
Off again.
For some reason, I've lost video. Oh dear, I've lost video.
I'm still here. You think the stream has gone down?
Yeah.